Welcome to On the Move with Nan and Cam. Cam is back.
I'm
She's
back.
healthy-ish. She's well-ish.
I'm back, though. I'm back.
Yeah, she likes to shout out to her vacation and her recoup. She got the flu, so we have all the sympathy in the world for anyone that's out there just struggling with that flu life.
Yeah, please wash your hands, everybody. Wash your hands, wear a mask. Do whatever you got to do. Don't get that flu.
We're so happy to have you back. We missed you.
Thanks. Shout out to Ashley for filling in for me. She did great.
Yeah, she might be on the roster next time. If I'm sick, if I catch something, you got your built-in co-host. We are joined today by Kristen Eichert on staff, who is our corporate sales manager here, and she's going to tell us a bunch about Active RVA. So we have Active RVA is one of our missions here at Sports Backers, and it is kind of just, would you say it's just, I'm going to ask you to describe it, so I'm not even going to take that away from you.
No, you're doing a great job.
Active RVA is kind of just our mission to help schools, businesses, other organizations implement some different ways that they can keep their company and their employees healthy and active and inspire an active lifestyle at their workplace. So we do a big awards ceremony every year and have Active RVA certification where companies can kind of apply to become Active RVA certified officially. And Kristen kind of spearheads all of that. Is that an okay?
Yeah, that was a great description.
Okay, great. Yeah. I still may ask you a little bit, but Kristen, how long have you been at Sports Backers? Because you were very active before you worked here and involved in Sports Backers universe. How long have you worked here? But how did you get active?
Yeah, so I have been a staff member here for a little over 4 years. But I actually became familiar with Sports Backers because I was a training team coach for the marathon training team. Yeah. Started out with the 10K, then went to the half in terms of running, and then started coaching. So
great. What's your favorite training team that you've coached? Loaded question.
Well, I've only coached one, and that's been with Elliott Rose. We're always a fire-related team.
Okay, because you're fiery.
Yeah.
You're wild.
Best team.
Nice. I kind of answered the first question, but you can still kind of ask her again.
Okay, yeah. So Nan did kind of answer it, but I was going to say for somebody who doesn't know, can you explain Active RVA, but can you explain why a business would want to be a part of Active?
Yeah. So Active RVA is one of our programs here that we run. And that really is just kind of a way to inspire and motivate people to get active in the community. One of the ways that we kind of promote that is through the Active RVA Awards, which is where we have our schools and our companies that apply to be certified. And that is our way to recognize the efforts that they're putting forth either in their school or their workplace or their community to get other people active.
Nice. And how do they get certified? What does that process look like?
So the application process is that once a year we put out an application for a couple months, usually November, December through January, and then people just fill out the application online. But the question I get all the time is, what is the criteria, or what do I need to do to get certified? And really it looks different for everybody. I think because especially when it comes to companies, everybody's so different in what their workplace looks like. We are sensitive to that. And so really we're just looking that people are taking, putting forth effort and making it a priority to get people in their company or organization moving.
Nice.
I do agree because if you think about Sports Backers, it's completely different. Our workplace environment and what we do and our active living opportunities are so different than, an original or a sit-down desk job.
Yeah.
I'll tell my mom we're going to do something. Mom's like, what? Because my mom just sits at a desk all day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, they just went on a lunch run. So.
Yeah. But actually in the car this morning, my daughter, Cameron, who is 9, said, what do you do?
Valid question.
Yeah.
Valid question.
So I was telling her about my job in corporate sales, but she was like, but do you run at work? And I was like, well, yeah, today, some of my coworkers are going to run together. And she's like, that's so cute.
Thanks, girl.
That's so cute. Also, I even think about the regulations. I have only ever worked here. And so my perception of a workplace is very different than what a lot of other people's workplace perception is and what their reality is. Because also a small business, there's 25-ish of us, and the small business where we can kind of do literally not whatever we want, but if I have an idea or I want to do an active initiative, everybody here is go for it. You know, if you're working on that, great. But in a corporate, even when we work with some of our big corporate sponsors, just stuff that you have to get approved and the process chain of that, like I can't imagine trying to get some stuff moving and what that's like, especially when you're talking about it being hundreds or thousands of people versus 25.
Yeah.
Right. Because like we can go out and do whatever during the day. Like if we want to go to a class at the Y, that's fine. But like some companies can only offer a gym membership, which is still good because helping their people get active. But
yeah, I think a lot of people are doing things that they don't realize is motivating employees to be active, whether it's through their wellness program or, like you said, the gym memberships or any kind of like offering entries to events. There are a lot of different things out there that are kind of incentivizing or motivating to people. So,
yeah. What are some of the most impressive things that you've seen people do or businesses do? Like while as you were going through applications?
Yeah, I think the things that stand out to me are the different things. So like one of the companies for this year, they did a survey for their employees and they want to do pickleball. So they did a pickleball team, which was really cool. Not surprising because pickleball is so popular right now. Yeah. But I think really just getting a sense of like what your people want to do, not like forcing people to do something, but like what is it that they enjoy doing. We've seen all kinds of sports teams, softball. I think outside of like the like team based or like being like sports, I would say, is Virginia Credit Union last year did
I was just thinking about that
water challenge, which was like out of the box and like something that definitely has to do with like being healthy. That was pretty cool. And then that thing that I can't remember.
I know, that's what I was thinking about. Because we do like at the Active RVA Awards that happen, we pick a company and a school that win, like most active for the year essentially. And last year was the first year I helped Kristen with the videos, and Virginia Credit Union won that year. And they had this insane, like, full body scale measurement thing that measured, like, that's not what it's called. That's not official. Full body scale measurement thing. But it, you like stepped in it. It was a little intimidating because it told you like literally all your stats, like body percentage of you, like fat, like fluid, like all of this stuff. But I was fascinated by it. And Kristen and I got to do it. And I do think it would be more fascinating where they offer that, but then I think they do all of their like wellness initiatives and you can see your like stats changing. So that I think like I am definitely a person that's motivated by like a number thing like that or like a
step challenge.
Like I love stuff like that. So I can see where that would be very motivating and just like a fun thing. I mean, also like stuff like that costs so much for a normal person to get to experience that. Like it's awesome that your company would offer something like that. So that was crazy. They had a lot of prizes and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the companies that have these things that require lots of money, the leadership is very bought into making sure that their employees live healthy lifestyles and feel supported in that sense. So.
Yeah. I also always think it's cool, even the ones that have like just the facility on site. Like if there's a gym or the places that have trails built in, like I'm thinking about CarMax when we go there to do like a 5K run for their employees or 5K. Sometimes they do like a 2-mile walk, So it's not even anything that has to be like huge or physically like really hard to do. But I think it does they do that. They have like a basketball league. And I always think it'd be fun just to have like that trail or outdoor component or gym component to like use while you're at work too.
Yeah. I know those West Creek Capital One people live their best life over there because they have a big gym that they go to too. So I feel like it depends on, where you work. If it is a bigger place, a lot of them do have a gym for you to use, and hopefully we'll have something cool like that at our new office.
Oh yeah. I know. We will have an awesome trail to be on all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Kristen's at a shower. I don't need a shower. Come back. Y'all can deal. Yeah, I'm recording this podcast
seconds away.
Oh, yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm not showering there. I'm just coming to the office rank. That's right. Are there any other notable like companies and schools that stand out?
As far as the schools go, everybody is participating in gym, obviously, with their students. But anything that the schools are doing outside of that to really integrate, like being active with learning so that kids aren't sitting all day is really cool. Cackley was our school of the year last year, and they did some really cool stuff. They had like a frostbite jam where they did dancing and movement, which was different. But a lot of the schools participate in like fun runs or, any kind of like not necessarily like outside of the school day, but just anything that's like different that gets the kids active.
Yeah. I also remember at Cackley, they kept saying, like all the kids knew this thing called the avocado dance.
Oh, yeah.
And everywhere we went, they were like, we're going to do the avocado dance. And I was like, school's ready to start an avocado flash mob. Like, what's going on?
But yeah, it's fun though, that it's things that the kids enjoy, that it's just different.
Yeah.
Sitting in a chair all day learning.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it until you said it a couple minutes ago, but because I played softball with my mom's job this past summer, and that was a way for them to like get them up and moving. They like, I don't know, a lot of people just wanted to play, but it is like, hey, let's get together outside of this. It was at night, but it was still a way to get people up.
For sure.
Works for adults too. If you disguise it as fun, they're ready.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what the heck? I'll be there. So, okay.
What small changes do you think people can implement if they don't have anything currently going on at their workplace for workplace wellness that they could implement to make some changes?
It depends. I would say that if they have the ability to get a couple people together to have some sort of like internal wellness committee, just someone else to bounce ideas off of, or potentially getting some sort of insight into what people want to do. There are some things that you can put into place or offer that doesn't require money if you don't have the ability or a budget to put things in place. We did, was it 2 years ago during COVID, we did bingo, which literally cost nothing, but we did a staff like bingo challenge. And it was fun. It got very competitive.
I was going to say it cost nothing, but it almost cost the staff here. It cost some people their sanity, almost cost sports backers, employees just quitting because of hatred for each other, getting bingo before the others. It was intense.
It was intense, but we still talk about it. And actually someone mentioned bingo the other day, and it just brought back all the memories.
Yeah.
So yeah, just anything, I don't know, anything fun that's like just gets people outside of their regular, like if they're sitting or I don't know.
Yeah, the bingo was great. I also remember, and this was like a sports backers virtual event that we did during COVID, but the winter or the warm up challenge, which was just about minutes of exercising, and you had like a team and it was virtual and you inputted minutes of any activity you did, not even like we did a bunch of virtual runs where you put in your mileage. And I really liked those too. But like logistically, there's people who like prefer to bike or do Zumba or do yoga and all of that stuff. And it was fun to have a challenge where you could like any of that counted. Yeah. And I feel like it definitely, I was on a team with some people from staff and we only did it during COVID, but like that's, I feel like such an easy thing to do that like we got really into. And then I also feel like I didn't have that like mental fatigue of like, oh, well, I don't have 40 minutes to walk 3 miles, like, because I'm too hard on myself with that stuff and go crazy. But yeah, it was easier to be like, oh, I'm going to go walk with a friend for 40 minutes in that case.
Yeah, because some of the challenges that we, like, even the February challenge that we have going on right now, like, I will do, because I lift, like, I go to the gym more than I do run it. And so I'll be in there for like an hour and a half, and then it'll be like, you got 8 points. And I'm like, 8 points? Like, I just did a whole workout. But then if people go on runs, it's a lot more points. So, meeting people where they are and, like, doing something that appeals to them and doing stuff, like, I don't know, you can do a walking group or, like, a run club after work, even though people are tired after work. But I don't know.
Some people like that boost.
Free.
What's the app that the challenge was on for February? Because that's free.
Challenges.
Yeah.
That's it. That's called Challenges.
Creative name.
Yeah. I follow a girl, like an influencer, and she did one for her page. And so I joined it, and that's how I found out about it. But there's still, if you download it, there's random challenges that you can be a part of and connect it to your watch, or you connect it to your phone, and free. So
sweet.
Yeah, people can do that within their office. I know Chester, they used to do like a step count challenge. I was like with them doing stuff, and they were like, I gotta get my steps in, and they were all going against each other. So
that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, simple stuff.
Oh yeah.
Especially during like a time of the year where people don't want to be outside because it's like cold or it gets dark early. So yeah, gets people up. So, and I guess the last question for me is, what can we expect from the awards this year, and how can people apply, I guess, for next year?
Yeah. So this year is going to be great. It's actually next Friday. We have I haven't counted the exact number, but we have over 100 schools that were certified for this year. That's throughout the Richmond region. And then we have about 50 companies that were certified.
It's awesome.
So super excited. We're going to have a big celebration at U of R. Cigna is our sponsor for that, and they have been with us since we started doing the awards. So super excited to have them. So it's just going to be a big party next Friday. It's great.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
We'll just be partying at U of R nonstop because then we have the
U of R.
Virginia Credit Union, great sponsor, great active company,
Yeah.
River City
Those
Half and
fighters.
5K, and that starts and finishes at UR. And their president, I was just thinking that the last time I was at U of R, well, not the last time I was at U of R, I go there for other things, but the last time that I was there for the Active RVA Awards is when we announced the Virginia Credit Union, River City Half.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, and the president signed up first, so yeah.
He's a cool guy.
He was really nice.
Yeah. I guess this is a kind of technical question because we're talking about U of R. But when you say you have 100 schools signed up, if it's a university, do they count as a school or a business? Because
Good question.
Business is, I guess people work for.
And U of R is a very active company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
U of R,
They get a free membership to their school's gym. Too.
Okay.
Yeah, their gym is great. Yeah,
Love
so
it.
U of R has been certified for years. They always apply as a company.
Okay.
But we do have collegiate school usually applies. They have the last 2 years to certify their school, and then they also certify as a company.
Okay.
So I think it depends on how you're looking at it and kind of what you're doing. So if you're doing things as a school for your students,
Right.
then obviously it's going to fall under school.
Yeah.
But most of our universities fall under companies. Like we have VCU is also certified, and they
Go Rams.
yeah. So it could be both, but it just depends on what people are looking at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know, like I said, they make it the active living for their students, and then they also do it for their staff too. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
that's
Covering all the bases. That was a good point.
Well, I know when collegiate applied for both last year, it threw me off. I was like, wait a second.
Like, what do you mean?
What are we going to, how do we get to pick one? And I was like, no, we don't, because their application is very fitting for schools.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it works. And then you asked about people applying for next year.
Yep.
So we certify for the year. So once a company or school gets certified, we do breakout sessions for each. One is in the spring and one is in the fall. And we kind of network with those companies and schools for the year. And then we will open applications in the fall for 2025 so that folks can apply to be certified for next year.
Mm-hmm.
So look out for applications in the fall.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout, everybody.
Yeah.
Do you feel like we missed anything Active RVA related?
No.
Okay. I feel like you are a really good person to spearhead this in some ways because you are one of the very active people at this office, but you also like doing stuff with people. So I feel like you're a good motivator. You all frequently are asking people to go run or do stuff.
Yeah.
Try.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always better to do things when you have company, I feel like.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It makes the time go by way faster. I feel like it's much more hold you accountable when you have other people that, want to do things with you. So.
Right.
Selfishly, my late sleeping self likes it because then I'm like, I don't have to wake up and do anything. Not that I'm doing that anyway, but I'm like, I can do it in the middle of the day with my work pals.
Yeah. Run at lunch. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can
It's not just
run it.
So we're going to move on to this or that, which I'm very excited for because we've had a lot of 10K related ones. We've had some guests, but we haven't had a sports backers person in a while that we know a lot about.
Right.
And you have a lot of very specific likes. So we were excited to get into this, and we're not making it easy. We're really going to start it off hard.
No,
The first one is the hardest one.
Oh gosh. Okay. I might be ready.
Yeah. So
This is hard.
you're pinning this one on me.
Oh
so sorry.
gosh. She gave me
I'm sorry. I'm
perfect.
sorry. Okay, we're gonna make you choose between her two cats, Taki or Olive.
Oh man. I gotta go with Taki.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of an easy one because Olive hates me.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry, Olive. Sorry, Olive.
Not hard.
Yeah.
She's coming around, but no, she's not very friendly. We always say she's got a screw list.
How old is
She's
she?
just kind of wacky. They will be 1 in May.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kristen has 2 dogs too. She does nothing small.
Yeah.
2 dogs, 2
I
cats.
gotta have a zoo.
Yeah.
Lots of kids.
Yeah.
2 kids. 2 of
Two
everything.
of everything.
Yeah,
That's
everything
right.
gotta be a
Yeah,
parent.
one husband.
Yeah,
Just to
Not 2 of those.
clear that up.
I was about to say 2 husbands as a joke, and then I was like, I can't say that on the podcast, but Kristen beat me to it. One husband.
Got it.
What dog are you picking?
Oh, see, that's a harder one.
Okay. So are you more of a dog person in general?
I like any kind of, I don't like any kind of animal. I don't know.
I take it back.
Yeah, I love both. I don't know.
Well, that wasn't one of the this or that, so we won't make you
No,
pick.
yeah. No, that
I
one
don't know.
have to
I
pick.
don't know that I can pick between my dogs.
Yeah.
Leo is 15, and I've had him for 12 years. So
Yeah.
I gotta
There's a
stay-
history there.
Yeah, there is. I don't know.
Stay
I feel like I
loyal.
gotta stay loyal to him. Even though Charlotte's great too, and she's my snuggler, but
She is great.
she's. I think I gotta pick Leo.
Is Olive mean to? Does Olive not like anyone?
She likes Sean
Okay.
because he cares the least about which.
That's
normally
cat.
how it works.
That's
Yeah.
cat.
That's a cat. Yeah.
All right.
That's
Well,
true.
you didn't think that one was that hard, so this one could be harder. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna ask me to pick between my kids.
Oh, no,
that
no.
would be
Oh, poor
impossible.
No. That's in the after show.
Yeah.
All right. You have 2. You're a big hobby lady. We got books.
Oh, gosh,
Kristen
books.
is a wild reader. How many
Yeah.
books did you read last year in your Goodreads? Do you remember? I mean, it was over 100 something.
Yeah,
You're always listening to one, basically. You're always reading one.
this is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got great book recommendations. Follow her on Goodreads.
Right.
So books or puzzles? She recently got into puzzles. She had us all at a puzzle competition at Hardywood on Friday.
I have gotten into puzzling a little bit more this year, but still books.
Okay.
I actually have not done a puzzle since the last one I tried to put together was missing some pieces from the library. I kind of just ruined
That
it
did
for
it
me.
for you.
I hear you.
Yeah. Now I feel like I gotta buy them because if I start another puzzle and it doesn't have all the pieces, I'm gonna go crazy. So,
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised that you're not heavily into like crosswords or Wordle like some of us are.
I love a good one.
I'm bad
me
at
too.
that stuff. I'm bad at
Really?
trivia and cross. Yeah,
But I feel like you'd be okay at crosswords in like a Wordle because of so much reading.
maybe.
Right. That's true.
Sorry, I'm gonna get you a new addiction.
I was gonna say I've never like gotten into it, but I don't know.
All right.
Not that I need a new thing. But.
Right. That's sometimes I'm like, I do not need another thing.
Me
I
neither.
could probably be convinced, but I don't know that I need another thing.
Okay.
So
That's fair.
Okay. Last one. Because I know we were talking about this. I forgot where we were. Was it after the marathon or something? Or was it after
Might have
you
been.
ran a marathon? 'Cause
Oh,
we
yeah.
were talking about you and like how you felt with your candy and blah blah blah. And you told us you had a new favorite thing.
oh gosh, yeah.
And she told us she had a new favorite thing, which is Dairy Queen. So our this or that is Blizzard or milkshake.
Oh, that's easy, Blizzard.
Blizzard.
I thought you were gonna ask me how many I've had this week.
Oh, well, what
I'm
is
not
that?
gonna-
You're not going to
I
reveal.
mean,
How many
Okay.
Blizzards
That's
have you
fair.
had this week?
Because how far do you live from the Dairy Queen?
like 2 miles. It's really
Oh,
close.
okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm also in small town, so like everything's close.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's right around the corner.
What's your Blizzard? What's your go-to Blizzard order? Do you vary?
Reese's.
Okay.
Double Reese's, actually.
Whoa.
So
Speaking that
Sean-
often, you.
Yeah.
Sean got me Reese's
That's
for
secret menu.
Yeah.
Reese's Blizzard for Valentine's Day, and he goes, "They didn't have double. They didn't have enough Reese's," and I was so bummed. But
Darn.
you know, he put the thought into it.
Yeah, it's a thought that counts.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, we hope everyone's inspired to run a little bit, do a puzzle, read some books, and eat a lot of
Eat a
ice cream.
Blizzard. Yeah. Add some extra. If you didn't know that secret menu hack, add some double Reese's.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get that extra candy. We are all wearing, before we leave, we are all wearing some 10K merch. You're not, but you're wearing Richmond, and I'm going to count it as 10K merch. So just a subtle plug that the 10K has a price hike on March 1.
Yeah.
And then also the Virginia Credit Union River City half is almost full, 95% full in the half, full sold out in the 5K. We do have a wait list. That is on March 9th, and we have like just over 110 spots left in the half. So you better get on it because you're going to want to be at the inaugural year.
Yeah, and that's as of right now. By the
Yeah,
time-
who knows?
Yeah,
By the time
who
we're
knows?
done.
By Thursday, we don't know. We have no clue.
Yeah, we're speaking into the universe. Might
Yeah.
be sold out.
You
Don't
better
take this
get
as
in
truth. You double check. Well, Kristen, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
We'll have to have you back another time to discuss all of your hobbies, activities, and
Yeah.
fun things.
there's a lot going on.
Yeah,
Once you get me into Wordle, we
that's
can
right.
talk
Yeah.
about that.
So I have a whole
Wordle
podcast about
podcast.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got some things to say about it. I do.
All right, New York Times, we're coming for you.
Connections. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thanks. Have a great rest of your Thursday.
Bye.